Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. Have you ever seen me compete in a speech contest? Not many people have, because I haven't gotten too far in speech contests. But I have served as contest chair and chief judge at club, area, division, and district speech contests. I have also conducted contest judge training and also made presentations on how to conduct a successful speech contest. Today, I'm going to talk mostly about the qualities of good judges, how to complete a judging form, and the judging criteria. Have you ever felt that the wrong speaker won a speech contest? Sometimes everyone agrees on a winner, but often all contestants are excellent, and it's hard to decide who the best speaker is. When I served as chief judge at the district speech contest some years ago, the eventual winner was not the #1 pick for many judges, but most judges' second or third choice. Good judging is critical to good speech contests because it gives a feeling of fairness to contestants and the audience that the right choice was made. Contest judging is different from evaluating. An evaluator appraises a speech against the speech objectives and advises a speaker how to improve the speech. Judges do not explain their decision to contestants or tell them how they could improve. A judge's job is to pick the best speaker on a given day. If you were to select judges, what qualities would you look for in them? Good judges must be accurate by completing a judging form correctly. They are fair and impartial. They don't allow friendship, race, sex, and so forth to interfere with their decision. Good judges are trustworthy and knowledgeable. They know the current contest rules. They are good listeners. Good judges are aware of the following barriers to objectivity and make every effort to avoid them. #1, speaking order. We tend to remember the first speaker because he or she becomes a reference point, and the last speaker is easily remembered. But we need to pay equal attention to the middle speakers too. #2, champion for the underdog. Resist the temptation to mark highly because a speaker is an underdog and you feel he or she deserves to win. Use only the criteria on the judge's guide. #3, halo effect. A speaker with a reputation must be judged using the same criteria as the other speakers. #4, reverse halo effect. This is the association of one negative trait with another unrelated trait. Don't downgrade a score in one area because you're unhappy with the performance in another area. #5, second time around. Even if you have heard the speech before, judge it as if this were the first time you heard it. Past performance should never influence current performance. #6, not the norm. Outside of the contest rules, there's no norm for speakers. Don't expect everyone to fit into what you consider to be a norm. #7, prejudices and personal preferences. These are the most prevalent barriers to unbiased judging. Even if you don't agree with the speaker's viewpoint, mark the speech highly if it's a good speech. There are some common knowledge rules that can be purveyors of misinformation. For example, many Toastmasters believe that the international speech contest speeches must be serious or inspirational. But the contest rules state only that contestants present their own substantially original speech. Judges are not to time speeches. It's the timer's job. Let's go over the judge's guide quickly. A ballot must be complete with 3 different contestants listed for first, second, and third place. No ties are allowed. A ballot must contain both a judge's signature and printed name. A ballot without both will not be counted. Here are some suggested methods for completing a judging form. Don't fill out the ballot, but take notes during a speech. Use point values suggested for each rating and other points available within the range, including pluses and minuses. Put the first contestant's name in the far right column. Mark the ballot. Fold the column under like this so that you won't be influenced by the previous scoring. Then move on to the next speaker and repeat this process until you hear all the speakers. When I serve as a judge, as soon as I get the ballot, I sign it, print my name, and tear about 2/3 along perforation like this so that I can detach it easily at the end after tabulation. As you know, there are 3 judging categories: content, delivery, and language. Content has to do with the substance or purpose of a speaker's message. This is given 50% of the points and considers speech development, effectiveness, and value. Delivery gets 30% of the points. Areas to consider are physical presentation, voice, and manner. We tend to be swayed by dynamic delivery, but we need to keep in mind that content is more important than delivery. Language gets 20% of the points and considers appropriateness and correctness. Protests don't happen often, but when they do, things can get ugly. So we better be prepared. Protests are limited to judges and contestants and may regard only originality and eligibility. Protests should be lodged with the chief judge or the contest chair prior to the announcement of the winner and alternate. A majority of judges must concur to disqualify a contestant. I have given you a brief overview of contest judging. As I said at the beginning, good judging is critical to good speech contest. Be a good judge by remembering the qualities of good judges and avoiding barriers to objective judging so that everyone will feel that the right speaker has won the contest. Madam Toastmaster.